The homepage of Brazil Uncovered has our logo and navigation links at the top. Also has a carousel showcasing captivating images of Brazil, followed by a section introducing the website purpose, addressing social challenges. The footer includes copyright details, links to the UN website, and donation opportunities, emphasizing transparency and social impact. This immersive page invites users to explore Brazil's complexities and join the collective effort for positive change. Hi, my name is Sufyaan and my major is Information Systems. I did the education page of our website and will explain it. Once you are on the page, you'll first see a Jumbotron. I implemented it to set the tone of the page, emphasizing to the audience what my page will be about. In addition, it is styled using our color scheme to make the page visually appealing to anyone who goes on the page. Under the Jumbotron is the main content section, which uses Bootstrap's grid system for layout, creating a responsive and visually appealing structure. Headings and paragraphs are used to organize and present information. I explained some of the issues of the education system and then followed how one can help improve it. Then I followed it with how it relates to the UN Sustainable Development Goal of education. In this section, I said that there are problems within the education system of Brazil, and the UN Sustainable Development Goal of education aims to help the education system of developing countries. In addition, I also used figures for images with accompanying captions to enhance the visual appeal and provide context to the content. Lastly, the page is designed to offer a seamless and visually appealing experience across both desktop and mobile platforms. The way it looks now, it is currently in desktop view. If you resize it, it transitions to the mobile view, adapting to a smaller screen. The navigation bar transforms into a compact, mobile-friendly menu, optimizing space while retaining functionality. Stacked content enhances readability on mobile devices, and the images are appropriately sized for a seamless viewing experience. Overall, gradually increasing the size of the website, it seamlessly transitions between desktop and mobile view.
Hello, my name is Levi and I'm a computer information systems major. The UN Sustainability Development Goal that I decided to focus on is number 16, which is to promote more peaceful societies, justice, and to improve institutions at all levels. I feel like this goal has a good correlation with crime in Brazil, so that's what this page will be about. Starting with law enforcement, there's 7 titular sections split between both federal and state, and the federal will focus on federal entities while the state focuses on the general population. Robbery and homicide will be the next subject. They're the 2 most common crimes in Brazil. Homicide in Brazil is the highest globally, and here's a chart of the last decade from 2012 to 2022 from Statista.com, and here's the source right here under the text. It's been published by the Statista Research Center, and the next topic will be corruption in Brazil. It's a highly prominent issue, and as of 2022, Brazil has a score of 38 in the Corruption Perception Index, which ranks them 94 out of 180 countries that have been graded. It's the cause of a lot of problems in Brazil, specifically protest and riots. And here's the source for this scale and the website that shows the rest of the countries that have been graded. I think goal number 16 is relevant for these problems because these issues decrease the amount of peace and they increase the need for improved institutions. And I believe that if institutions are improved, then these problems could be reduced with political change. And here's the website in a smaller window. It's also functional like this, as well as a full screen.
Hello, my name is Mason Cooley. My major is Information Systems, and I'm here to show off my document for our website project. So starting off, we have the header with the links to the CSS document and the title. We have all our Bootstrap and jQuery links. Moving on down, we start with our body. We have our nav bar which you can use to navigate to any of the other sites. Moving on down, we start with our container and Jumbotron up here, which shows off the housing, the header for the housing issues, so you know which page you're on. Moving on down, we start with our class of row, column large 6, column medium 12, with an ID of population. We have the population content. For each paragraph in between, we put a break. And for anything that I linked a website to, I used an href link or an href tag, and I would italicize it. Moving on down, we have the images. We have a class of the same thing, column large 6 and column medium 12, with all the measurements to make sure it would look nice on the website. Moving on down, we have the same thing with the same measurements, different IDs. Has the content about favelas. Like again, we have break in between each paragraph. For the images, we have the same thing, same class, different image, or yeah, same figure class, same class, new ID though. Moving on down, we have the sanitation content. Same thing, we have breaks in between each paragraph. I have another A tag for an href link to the website where I got the information from. And into the body paragraph, same thing for the images, same thing as usual, got the same figure class, new caption letting you know what's going on. And we have our UN goal section. And this one brings up the goal of 11, which encourages policies and actions that promote sustainable urbanization, emphasizing adequate and affordable housing. And in Brazil, this can translate into incentives aimed at improving housing conditions, upgrading informal settlements, and ensuring equitable access to housing in urban areas, because Brazil suffers with that. And for we're going to show off the CSS to show everything I did. So for the Jumbotron, I have background color that we used for in our PowerPoint, and for the footer, I have a different color that we selected. And this is my website in desktop form, and this is it in mobile form.
My name is Kiersten Mann, and I am a visual communications major. And the sustainability goal that I focused on was poverty. And my solution to this was to give a historical background of why the country has such widespread poverty. And I touched up on topics such as economic hardship and also government corruption that Brazil has faced in recent years. For my design, I went with the light brown color of our color palette, as well as including a Jumbotron. I also thought it would be the most visually engaging if I had the text broken up by images that correlate with the content. So at the beginning, I started talking about Brazil's economic boom, followed by its tank after government corruption, which ultimately ended in a lack of social welfare. And that meant a cut of many social programs, such as hospitals, which is still felt heavily in some of the poorest areas of Brazil. And below in this area, I included a Google map that shows the poorest areas of Brazil. And many of the families in these areas get about $265 a month to support their family, whereas the highest areas usually get almost $2,000 to support their families. Here I included a small summary of the UN Sustainability Goal, as well as included my sources at the bottom. And here is a look of this page in its mobile view and in smaller window, and you can see how it breaks down. See these images and also the map and the sources.
This is our page that has more information on the United Nations Sustainability Goals, as well as information on the Brazil Foundation, which is what we have linked at the bottom of our page in the footer. And it's a foundation that helps bring financial aid to other organizations and support groups that help with crises in Brazil related to socioeconomic inequality, education, and environmental issues. And this page is also functional in both the full screen and in a smaller window.